Okay, I'm just gonna have to go for this one because I'm gonna have to start posting things, and it's getting I don't know who likes this. Anyway, the title of this one is Advice for Women. Prove Me Wrong Over Dinner, Cecily Strong. I really like that title. Prove Me Wrong Over Dinner, Cecily Strong. Anyway, so which is funny because I had a thought, something to say to Miss Strong in the nicest way possible. And then I decided to look her up online, and the exact thought that I was thinking manifested in a photograph that she had just posted online, or her reps or whatever posted online, that she posted online. And this was the thought: when we meet for dinner, Cecily, don't wear any makeup, don't wear any heels, wear something comfortable, like if you were at your house cooking us dinner, right? Okay, that was the thought. And the photograph that she posted is exactly that. No makeup, wearing something comfortable, looking sort of disheveled. I was like, look at that. But I want to say something about that photograph because, and perhaps I should have started with that first. This photograph that I saw of that woman, and of course it's possibly just a caricature in my, anyway, the woman that Miss Strong is portraying in this picture, such a loving image. It's just so beautiful. I first saw it, my heart sank. I was like, I know that woman. She's familiar. This is what it is. As if looking at a woman, she's everything a woman's supposed to be, right? Soft, but strong. Miss Strong, right? But there's a softness. Protecting. But there's another one, I wrote it down, sort of all over the place. But loving, but protecting, soft but strong. That's what the photograph is, right? That's what a woman is supposed to be, right? A lot of times women just want to be strong or just want to be protective, and they're forgetting that God gave them the ability, the superhuman ability, to be nurturing and nurturers and loving and lovers, right? That's what that is, right? The softness contrasting with the strong, right? The loving contrasting with the protecting, right? The accepting, right? Anyway, so and I have 3 minutes. I'm gonna try to get this under 10 minutes. And there's some advice. This is the advice part, right? I'm gonna use an example. You can look this up online. I'll post the link. I came across that, or it was recommended to me, or I came across. It was a while ago, but it stuck out in my head, and I wanted to post this. There was a guy, the Wreck-It Ralph image. I'm going to mention that, but I have it written down, but just so you remember it. And the girl is basically what I said to say, right? Prove me wrong over dinner, Cecily Strong. She's going like this, right? And she's behind this really big guy, and the guy's looking at her like this. And he's like, lady, you're eventually going to get us all killed, right? It's kind of like she's like this, behind the guy, looking down at the guy that she's adored with, right? But then the big guy is gonna crash into his car, whatever, right? Hello. And so no, stop doing that. Stop, cancel that. Don't do that. Stop. See, they don't want me to do things, and I have all the proof. I've already emailed it to myself. So stop doing that. Stop. And I'll tell you what I mean later. No, cancel that. Don't do that. Stop. Anyway, so what's happening is that okay, so the Wreck-It Ralph thing. Okay, so there's this guy. He was in a mall, public place, and he tells his girlfriend to go stand in the fountain. And she's like, sweetheart, baby, and he's like, go stand in the fountain. And then so she goes and stands in the fountain, and he's like, hold my hand. And she's like, okay. And he's like, now sit down. And she's like, sweetheart, he's like, sit down. And then she sits down, and eventually she starts just he says, now look this way, look that way, do this, do that. Public place, he's video recording in the mall, right? Anyway, the top, I was like, wow. And then eventually you could tell that she was starting to kind of just relax, and she knew that she was under, he was taking care of whatever, right? And it was all for a purpose, whatever. And then so the top comment from this girl said, oh my God, I wish my boyfriend would treat me like that, but I'm too afraid to tell him that's what I want. going to say it again. The top comment, and I'm going to post this. She said, "Oh my God, I wish my boyfriend would treat me like that, but I'm too afraid to tell him that that's what I want." That's why I said about the cowardice thing. Women would rather get guys killed, right, or start a war, than be like, "Honey, you know, you're like a guy and I'm a girl. Why don't you like tell me to make you breakfast every once in a while," right? Or like, "Honey, you're a guy and I'm a girl. Why don't you like, here you go. Honey, it says," I'm going to give advice for that particular lady. It says it in the Bible, women, wives, submit to your husbands. It also says that about the guys too, right? But it's like, wives, submit to your husbands, right? So it's just like Gwen Stefani. I'm going to quote this, right? This is lyrics that Gwen Stefani has. "Take a chance, you stupid. Take a chance, you stupid." Right? It's like, stop being promiscuous, right? It's just like, find one guy, treat that guy like he's your guy, you know, like, don't be an idiot. Don't listen to what your girlfriends are saying. They're not doing good with the guys either, right? It's like, God designed things in a certain way, right? Don't listen to your girlfriends. They're not leading you anywhere that you want to go, right? It's like, no. It says in the Bible again, right? Do not array yourself with costly array and pearls and all this kind of stuff. Array yourself with good works, right? Of a good woman, good works. They don't have to do costly array and clothes and pearls. Good works. Anyway, so it's my advice to women: just do it. If you're like if that guy's your boyfriend and you can't tell him to be like, "Sweetheart, I'm gonna tell you what. We're gonna go out to dinner, whatever, and then at dessert, when we get home, tell me what you want me to make you, and I'm gonna make you whatever you say," right? So it's kind of like, just do it, right? It's just like, just do it. Stop being a coward and just be like, "Listen, this is what I want." Ladies, you can get sort of forceful with your guy or a guy that you want to do, right? Guys kind of like that, right? It's kind of like, "Listen, I want to," and this is going to be for another time because I'm short on time, but I'm going to tell ladies how to pick up guys, right? It's kind of like, and be like, "No, this is what we're going to do." But then you have to be coming from a good place, and you have to be like, no, with the intention, not to like put another notch in your belt, Kate McManus. I saw what you did, right? But it's like, to specifically, somebody tried to take my picture, specifically, with good intentions, of being a loving, faithful woman. It's not to like go pick up somebody. It's like to actually be a loving, faithful woman, right? I can tell you how the guys would be like, "Okay." And if he's like, "Well, you're kind of scaring me," it's like, "That's okay. We can walk slow," right? It's kind of like, but the ladies are doing it all wrong. Anyway, prove me wrong over dinner, Cecily Strong. But so that's probably the most that I'll be able to say about that, because I'm gonna have to start posting all this stuff, and it's kind of like they're literally trying to like, "No, I found everything. I know what it's about." They are trying to steal my stuff and to give it to other people. And I found all the music videos. I found all the proof. They are literally trying to take what I've built and what has been designed for me, right? Things that I've designed, things that I built, and they're literally trying to give it to somebody else. And it was their hope and their prayer that I didn't find out about it, right? And I have all that proof, and I've already emailed it to myself, and I posted a lot of it. There's still some more things that I need to post, but it's like, wow, it's serious. So anyway, it's such a lovely photo, and that Miss Strong posted. It's so lovely. I mean, it's just like, that woman, I would love that woman for the rest of my life. Yet again, since there's a woman and she has some type of power, you have to assume there's some type of demonic activity behind it, and they're really like, they just want to make fun of a guy, right? Because they are terrible, soulless, godless creatures on the inside, right? So it's just like, immediately, as soon as they can't wait to like, right? That's because that's what they want to do. That's who they are inside as people, right? That's why it says 1 Timothy 2:12, it's illegal in God's world to like have a woman rule over a man, right? Because they're like, like left to their own devices. That's what they do, right? And it's like, just turn on the television, right? Anyway. So, but if I want to speak from my heart and I want to believe that there's good things, I'd love for you to prove me wrong over dinner, Cecily Strong, right? But if not, that's fine. I'm totally cool with that. I'm going to post those things too, right? I found the corresponding music videos and all the images, so, and I've already posted them. So it's like, no, sorry. No, I know what you guys are doing. Sorry. I know what you're trying to do to try to get me to, like, cheat me out of what's mine, right? No, sorry. I've already found all this stuff. I've already posted almost half of it, 75% of it. couple more things I need to poach. But I really wish that there was a happy ending. And all it is like, just ask the guy out for coffee. But see what it is? It's a trophy. It's a game to these women. That's all that it is, right? It's a game, and they're trying to one up each other, and I can prove that too, right? But what it is like, be a good woman. So what I would say, just about 10 minutes. I'm gonna get this under 11 minutes. Don't wear any makeup. Don't wear any heels, right? Wear something comfortable, like you were at your house cooking us dinner, right? That's what it should be, right? Anyway, so, and of course, it's just all, like, in my theory and thought, it's just to drag a guy through the mud, right? And then to steal his stuff, right? It's like, man, that guy's really cool. Let's destroy him and take everything that he has, and then, like, treat him like a dog, right? No. Cancel clear. No. Cancel clear. Anyway, so, Michelle Branch, right? Game of Love, Mariah Carey, Fantasy. No, that's what the girls want. That's what the girls want. Well, let's do it to the guy, because they lack empathy. That's the ability to think from someone else's point of view. That's what that is. It's a lack of empathy. It's a lack of courage. Adam Sandler says it's a lack of a soul, right? A soul, right? Okay. So anyway, that's why they're going for a guy to try to steal his heart, Indiana Jones, because girls don't have one. Prove me wrong over dinner, Cecily Strong. Okay. My advice to women, for that girl who, the top comment with the fountain, just tell your guy, just listen, just stop being a coward, be a woman, right? And be like, listen, you should act like a man sometimes, and then, like, tell me to, like, clean something, right? Or if that's what she wants. Clearly she wanted it, right? She was like, how do I tell my boyfriend that that's what I want him to do? Just say it. If you're, like, sleeping with the guy, say it. This is why people should be friends first before they, like, start intimate relationships. It's like, you can't tell your intimate partner that you're being intimate with, that, like, you can't say something to him. How backwards is that? Figure out how to tell your most intimate dreams and thoughts and desires to someone first, and then have a relationship with them, right? Don't do it the opposite way. Anyway, there's a lot more to talk about, but I just need to get this up there because I need to post some photographs. I'm gonna post video therapy and all the videos that were corresponded to it. I've already found the music videos. There's one other girl that I have to post about. It's like, why am I doing this? It's nobody else's business, right? But they're making it their business because they're like, want to steal my stuff and give it to Taylor Swift and the girls at SNL and, like, every other girl in, like, Stranger Things, right? They want to take my stuff. It's like, no, we're gonna get that guy. We're gonna steal his stuff, and now whoever tells the stories rules the world, right? That's the very first quote that I said when I was starting this out. He who tells the stories rules the world. That's what they want to do. So they're like, they're Justin's stories, it's Justin's stuff. Get that guy for something. We don't care what it is. Make something up, right? No, sorry. I already put proof up there. I already emailed this stuff to myself. There's already people in the powers that be realize that the images that I emailed to myself, videos that they kind of sent back to me, were like, no, that's the right thing to do, because no. They're blinded by the lights, right? It's like they're hungry, thirsty golems, right? And they're like, oh, well, that he made her breakfast at lunchtime. Get him. No. I have all the pictures. Justin has all the pictures, right? So no, liars, right? Anyway, so I'm gonna post all this, but let me just say, because I'm sort of stressed out, and that's what the women want to do, right? They want to see the guys. They want to humiliate the men instead of building them up, because they're cowards, right? They want to humiliate men instead of building them up, but they're throwing away their God-given ability to be nurturers. That's what it is. Their God-given ability, their superhuman powers to be nurturers. They're throwing that away, and they're trying to tear down men, and then they're trying to steal the men's stuff, right? That's what they're doing, which is like a sin. It's like demonic. It's the worst evil ever. And of course, women are doing it, right? Because I don't know. I mean, you ask them. I'm asking them right now. Prove me wrong over dinner, Cecily Strong. Anyway, it can be coffee. We don't even have to say anything for the first 20 minutes. We can just sit there. All right, and then another 20 minutes goes by, we can just sit there as well. But anyway, it's just fine. Whatever. I'm posting all this stuff. That's pretty much the best I can do. Maybe I can go to the show. I mean, if she's not trying to, like, do something terrible to me. But the photographs are beautiful, and I literally are like, wow. But knowing what I've been going through, it's like, why should I have any faith at all in anything ever, right? It's like demons. Okay, so, and I looked up what a demon means. It means somebody that inhabits somebody else's spirit and poses someone else. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. There's an actress or an actor It's literally about somebody else, maybe 3 different people, right? Or 3 different times in their life, and then there's a writer, sometimes a team of writers, right? So if you see one person as a front person, it's usually an actress or an actor. It's probably because they've written about one person 3 different times of life, or 3 different people that they put in together as one entity, and then there's usually 1 to several people writing it, right? So it's like if you see somebody, you have no idea who that is, but since I'm starting to pinpoint it, that's that person, that's that person, that's that person, that's that person, right? You find one person, you're like, and you can like pretty much find out who all of them are, and they're trying to steal my stuff, and they're trying to give it to other people, and it's terrible, right? And then they're like, it's terrible, why are you doing this to a guy, right? It's because women, and I wrote this, I was like, they're small-minded, right? Cowards being led around by other cowardly people, right? And they're letting them have their way with what they're doing. They're like, you're literally stealing from like a guy who's like worked for everything that he's had, and you're stealing all this stuff, and then you've been trying to set him up and destroy him in the process, and he's still managing to like use that because he believes in God. That's the key that you retards don't understand it, because he believes in God, right? Because he's going higher than what you guys are doing with your fingers and the colors. Anyway, but I would love to love to fall in love with a loving, beautiful woman, and I'm willing, which is so funny. Isn't that, how interesting is that? My thought was like, don't wear any makeup, wear something comfortable, don't wear any heels, we're just gonna go like have a nice casual time, right? But that was my thought, and literally the picture is the exact same thing. I'm like, wow, isn't that something? But then the other part of my brain starts thinking, and I'm like, that's probably also not a good thing, right? It's just like there's probably also, if it's a woman involved, she's still trying to get at you or get you somehow. Anyway, but that's just my thought. But anyway, it should be soft and strong, right? Loving and protecting. That's what a woman is. That's what a woman should be, right? You should nurture and protect and build up their men, not trying to steal from them and tear them down. My God, how backwards is that? Anyway, thanks for letting me chat.